Has it ever felt to you like you've spent a significant portion of your life on this earth doing one single thing? I mean willingly, rather than something mundane like an office job or going grocery shopping at the store or fighting for your life in the bathroom. Nah, I mean something that invigorates you to no end, inspires you to pour all your energy and creativity into, and keeps you going throughout life in the face of all adversity. This was me with Doom. I'd always found endless personal fulfillment in crafting user maps for video games, but no single game was as easy to pick up and dive straight into editing for as Doom. This month of March in the year of our Lord 2026 marks, and I can scarcely believe it myself, my 20th year as part of the online Doom community. It started out with humble little multiplayer maps such as my submissions for Sabbat Martyr Deathmatch in 2007 and graduated slowly to large-scale single-player campaigns like Genesis in 2011, The Adventures of Square in 2018, and the well-overdue Earthless just last year. I've been doing this for a long time now, and by and large the Doom community is my second home. I still have multiple text files lying around on my PC brimming with ideas I want to eventually make into full projects, and that means I'll be sticking around for as long as I physically can in the pursuit of creativity within the realms of classic Doom. And I want to celebrate this fairly significant milestone of mine with another fun community project that can bring people together creatively. So I'm excited to announce that to celebrate my 20th Doomiversary, I'm hosting another community-wide mapping contest entitled 2 Decades of Dooming. It will operate much the same as my 15 Years of Doomer contest and live stream from 5 years prior, but I'll go over everything again here for the newcomers. Once again, submitting to the contest is open to anyone inside or outside the Doomworld community, but it will be a competition with prizes, so keep that in mind going in. Not everyone will win something, obviously, but I would love to mention as much noteworthy stuff as possible during the eventual award ceremony. The deadline is the 29th of March 2026 at 12 PM GMT, which means you have 20 days as of this video's publication. Start planning and mapping now. A series of blind live streams throughout all the submissions will begin on my Twitch channel on the 29th. As before, I will be declaring one submission the winner, who will receive a $200 cash prize. Second place will receive $100 and third place will receive $50. Make your submissions by filling out the online form, taking care to specify what mapping format and compatibility your submission is for. As before, all the submissions will be packaged up into a zip archive once the contest is over, so everyone can enjoy the submissions for themselves. Your guidelines are, you'll be making a single player map. It can be for any IWAD or IPK3, please just specify which one on submission. It can be any map format you like, again, please just specify which. Please observe a 300 monster limit. I think this should, for the most part, curtail the potential for maps to run over an hour of in-game time. Seemed to work just fine last time, so we'll keep that in play. Please include a music track of some sort. It can be custom or sourced from elsewhere. Just please don't make me listen to another loop of... You can also include custom assets such as new monsters, weapons, decorations, etc., providing they're appropriate for the idea that you have and that they're all enclosed within your submission. Balancing for separate difficulty levels and multiplayer won't be necessary, though do specify on submission if you've gone the extra mile and want to give me options as to how spicy I'd like my experience to be. There'll be no build time limit this time. Like I said, your time effectively starts now, and this time I'm giving you scope to make full use of the 20-day mapping period for the contest, so get going. Feel free to make something in my style or use assets from projects I worked on. This isn't compulsory. Of course, originality will definitely be praised. Show some creativity of your own and don't rely too heavily on existing community assets such as those from realm667.com to make your map stand out. Of course, they're there to be used, but don't overdo it. I'll judge all submissions based on the same general criteria: quality of layout flow, texture usage, monster balance, good concepts, the usual stuff. Tasteful use of custom assets, especially totally original ones, will be praised, and overall, big points will be scored if you make me smile or indeed laugh. We want to keep it light-hearted here, so if you manage to get a good chuckle out of me, that'll net you some points. Above all, have fun. Just to quickly go over some less fun necessities, the hard rules are: don't cheat or steal. The map must be made specifically for this contest. Submitting something that was finished prior to the contest's announcement is not permitted, so act in good faith, please. And above all else, it must be your map. don't plagiarize. These things have to be said. One single map per submission. Technical constraints mean there'll be an upload limit of 10 megabytes to the online form itself, so please provide a download link through said form to any assets that are mandatory to load with your submission. Now, here I'm more referring to large-scale texture sets like OTEX or Back to Saturn X textures, and less so gameplay modifiers like, say, Project Brutality or Hideous Destructor. Just to be clear, I am a bit of a stickler for the vanilla experience, so compulsory gameplay mods may not be something I'll enjoy, but try and surprise me by all means. Please only submit the final version of your map through the online form. This is just politeness, it just avoids clutter. Please don't make a troll WAD or anything deliberately low effort or anything with NSFW content. These are going to be streamed over Twitch. I'm going to have a team of folks screen all the submissions before I go live, so anything that doesn't pass the smell test will not be played. And here's a big don't. AI-generated content will be a no-go, and this extends to textures, music, or other art assets. And please don't get ChatGPT to write out your submission form or description or anything like that. We'll probably be able to tell, from all the M-dashes and bullet points and random emoji. That's honestly a rule I never imagined I'd have to enforce, but not even Doom is safe from people trying to pass off AI slop as their own work. Here we are in the Big 26, I guess. Anyway, the winners will be announced at some point soon after the 29th. Aside from the first, second, and third prizes, there'll be honourable mentions, and a handful of particularly noteworthy submissions will be awarded with largely arbitrary commendations as well. To give you an idea of what I did last time, there was a comedy award for best laugh, a style award for best use of custom assets, etc, etc. Chances are, if you stand out from the crowd in a big way, you'll be mentioned in the awards ceremony, on Doomworld and on Twitch, when it does happen. If you want to join in via Discord, then feel free to join my server, The Entryway, where discussion for the contest will take place, and you can share screenshots of your work with like-minded mappers. I do administrate and moderate this server though, so if you want to keep anything a secret from me until the live streams start, then obviously keep that in mind before sharing anything here. I think that covers everything. If you have any questions or aren't clear on anything, don't be afraid to reach out to me over Discord via The Entryway, or via DMs, or by a post in the Doomworld forums thread. That's all for now. Good luck with your maps, and I'll see you on the 29th. Can't wait to see what you will come up with. Bye for now.